Does my hair look bad? That's worse. There's always like a minute and a half of like me preparing to speak to the camera. We're just going through that right now. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who left nice comments on my animatic for Hamilton. That was a fun thing that I did, but it surprised me how many people really liked it. So that was great, and there will be more coming soon. I'm not going to make promises. Hopefully soon. Some of the next animatics I plan on doing are shorter ones. I could make a whole other video talking about the process of the whole animatic thing, but I'm doing a sketchbook tour now because I've been wanting to do the sketchbook tour for this one for a few months now, which is bad because I've like finished an entire other sketchbook and I'm working on a new one now. Okay, so, okay, my cat's like dying outside, so I'm gonna go get him and bring him in. Okay, so for these sketchbook tours, I don't know whether I should be talking or just flipping through with music. I don't know what people like more, what people like looking at, so it'd be good to get feedback on that so I know what to do in the future. This one was my March-April sketchbook. So this one is a Canson. It's 100 pages, and I filled them front and back, so it's kind of like 200 pages. But yes, so this is the one I will be going through today. Okay. So this is like a man in like sort of a gladiator thing because I watched Troy in mythology class and I was thinking about that. This is just doodles, and this is based off of an artist who works at Disney, and I follow her on Instagram, and she makes really pretty ladies with really nice watercolor. This is some sort of, it was supposed to be kimonos, but it turned out kind of scary ladies. But yeah, a lot of watercolor in the sketchbook to start. Even though these sketchbooks aren't the best for watercolor. Cats. I'm trying to work on animals more. I'm just not very good at doing animals, so I avoid it, but I need to start not avoiding it. This is from Miraculous Ladybug. I'm not watching it as much anymore, but 3 months ago I guess I was. This is a girl on the bus. This was that scene with the umbrella. I'm sure if you watch that show, you'll know what that is. This year I've been trying to focus on being loose, and I feel like I did that a lot better with the first sketchbook that I did this year. I'm trying to get back into doing more loose sketches. A lot of characters, a lot of pen. I was experimenting with a lot of different media. This is sort of like an aging thing. I was trying to see if I could make someone look like they were aging. This was on like hotel complimentary hotel sketchbooks. This is Joy and Sadness from Inside Out. Also, I ended up just taping in a lot of sketches that I did in smaller sketchbooks. I tend to work small, so I would cut out the sketches I used in the small sketchbooks and put them in my big sketchbook, even though this one's not very big. This has a few things in there. Anyway, yeah, I guess when I tend to... Sometimes working in a sketchbook can be kind of stressful. I don't know why, but working in like little sketchbooks, I do better work somehow because there's less at stake, and so then I like end up liking those better, and I just tape them in here. I need to be better about just drawing directly in my sketchbook. So it's kind of, this is like taped in, it would be mixed in with things that I drew directly in my sketchbook, and then I would tape things over. I don't know. I feel like I need to get better about just drawing directly in my sketchbook. I don't know why it's so stressful to me. But yeah, so it's kind of a collage in these pages, just kind of different sketches. These are Polaroids of me from a while ago. I feel like it's not very good for me, just drawing so small. Trying to draw bigger. Anyway, this is an alien lady. What's her name? Mathula? Yeah. Her name's Mathula. This is from a Kylo Ren little notebook thing that I had. So yeah, I feel like it's like kind of my next step is learning how to draw larger and just continue to keep working in my sketchbook, because the last step I took, kind of big step in art, was using different media than pencil. I used to only use just pencil in my sketchbooks and never anything else because pen was scary and you couldn't erase it. And I would never use watercolor or any kind of paint, and it was just pencil. Very boring. I use watercolor like almost as much as I use pencil, probably more so. This is highlighter, actually. I think it's a yellow and blue highlighter. These were some Japanese students that came into the American school. So yeah, I have a lot of watercolor in here, and this is more directly drawn in, which is good. This is notes from art class about landscapes. This is my asparagus lady. Those are some thumbnails for a landscape piece that I did, and I actually liked the thumbnails a lot more than I liked the final result. That's probably because I did it in oil bars, and I really don't like oil paint. These were just like a sort of tape / watercolor experiments. So I would just put a lot of tape down on the page and then watercolor in the spaces. Very simple, very fun to do. And then I just peel the tape off and you're left with really nice shapes, really clean. It's good for someone who's not very good at, you know, making straight lines and things like that. So yeah, I feel like I'm not sure if I felt like I was being more tight in my sketches or just becoming more confident, because I felt like my last sketchbook's a little more messy. I feel like the sketchbook's a lot more clean and not as loose, but I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't know if it's because I'm becoming more confident with watercolor and pen and such, or because I'm just tightening up and not being as loose with my sketches. This was from a photo of a girl online in a 50s dress that I really like. This is my alien who needs glasses. Yeah, I watched Tin Man, which is like a Wizard of Oz show, kind of play on Wizard of Oz. It's like steampunky and kind of futuristic, and it has Zooey Deschanel in it, and I was just kind of drawing the characters from it. It's another character from that show. So yes, these are all taped in. I think I just need to save tape and not tape as many things in. These are just from Instagram, just some teenager with too much fame. This is Marinette from Miraculous Ladybug. Just drew her. There's like some kind of dancing alternate universe thing. This was around the time I got my Winsor & Newton watercolors, my actual first set of watercolors, which was nice. I was watching 50s dating tips, and I really enjoyed it. And there are really funny skits in it. This is Marinette and Adrian. Yeah, I was kind of in an artist block, so I wasn't really drawing as much as just kind of doodling, not doodling, but kind of writing out fancy words and taping in candy. And this is when I was watching Cutthroat Kitchen. What a great show. Okay, I went outside and I tried to draw like a sort of the area around me, and I really need to get better at drawing like trees. I'm really not good at drawing trees, which is annoying, but it didn't turn out so well. I'll try again later. I sort of like watercoloring in sketchbooks that don't take well to watercolor, because by the end your sketchbook is really huge. This is Aaron Burr. So this is before I started doing the storyboards for the Wait For It animatic. So I just kind of was inspired to draw that, and then I was inspired to, as my cat, so I drew my cat a few times, and then I was inspired to do the animatic. So these are the start of the Wait For It storyboards. I started with the middle part of the song. But yeah, those were all the boards for all the things that I did. These were flower girls because it was starting to be spring and summer. This is, what's her name? Charles Wallace. I was listening to Wrinkle in Time on tape, but, I have no idea what this is, and I don't know where it was going or where it came from, but it makes me laugh. That's Nath, or Nathaniel, or whatever his name is, from Miraculous Ladybug. He's the red-headed artist that we all love. This is my sister. Figure drawings. Found this really great YouTube channel that does like live figure drawing. It's amazing. I did a lot of them in my other sketchbook. It's better than just looking at pictures because they're actually kind of moving, so it's just more natural to draw them. That's another one of my tape experiments. Another one. I really liked doing those. I feel like this is not the most efficient way to do this, but I don't have any like fancy equipment to like strap a camera. I don't even have a camera really, but you know. These are the beginning boards for the beginning of the, wait for it, with the part with Theodosia. That's a character from my own story that I might do someday. This is Patricia. Sort of it's definitely inspired by Coraline, because this one day I just got re-obsessed with it and I just watched it all over again and it was amazing. This is Lucas. He's my character. He hates cats. That's really all I can say. I was having random Harry Potter nostalgia. It hits sometimes. It's just a lady with a lot of hair. Marlo Thomas. I love her. She's in That Girl, which is an amazing sitcom from the 60s. Or 50s, I'm not sure. That's Eliza and Hamilton. I think that I have boards for that would be enough in here. I was kind of sort of deciding what I wanted them to look like in my animatic that I was gonna do. My robot cowboy. I do like him. I have a lot of robot cowboys on the back. Yeah, these are boards for That Would Be Enough. A lot of boards. A lot. But yeah, we'll see when I get around to that. I'm going to do a different one first. That's Lucas again. These are kind of like character studies of them, just to sort of pin down their main characteristics of Eliza and Hamilton. There's the rest of the boards. Do random characters I made up. This kind of looks like a gem, I've realized, from Steven Universe, but just because she has weird colored skin and kind of a sci-fi looking outfit. These are some figure studies. This is from a short film called Spore, which Ashley Clements and Mary Kate Wiles are in. You should definitely check it out. It's on YouTube. It's really good. And I just love everything that both of them have been in. Like Lizzie Bennet Diaries and Kissing in the Rain and Poe Parties coming up and Craft Conversations. I'm just like I'm a kind of a Mary Kate Wiles fangirl because I love her and she's great. But she was Lydia in Lizzie Bennet Diaries, which I know a lot of people have seen, but then recently I really got into everything else that Mary Kate Wiles does, like everything on her channel, and anyway, she's great. Sorry. More figure drawings over the top of some drawings I didn't like, and I think I'm nearing the end here, folks. That's the last one. Alright. Yay, I did it. I filmed this whole sketchbook video. Finally, and it worked. The next sketchbook video I do will probably be of this one, although there's a lot of stuff in here that I didn't like as much. I bought like 3 new sketchbooks in the States when I was visiting, so I have those now. I gained like a lot of new subscribers. I don't know how many. Let me check. I think I have almost 800 at this point, which is crazy. Thank you if you're subscribing for Hamilton Animatics, and thank you if you're subscribing for my other stuff. And stay tuned, because I'm going to be doing some more things. So, thank you, and I hope you have a wonderful day.